Hi. I was asked to talk about my work covering high school track and field as well as some of my own high school sports experience. But what most people don't know, including the athletes that I write about, is that when I was in high school in New York State, I was an All-American in the 400-meter hurdles. And then I went on to Georgetown, where I was an All-American half-miler. And several years after that, I went to Ireland and ran for a track club in Dublin, where I competed for the Irish national team and competed against professional athletes with some success. So if I go long right now talking about track and field, the people who let me have this microphone have only themselves to blame. But I don't want to talk about myself. The point I wanted to make tonight was all those years running track, I have to say the athletes that I have met who have faced the most adversity in training and the greatest challenges are Maine high school track and field athletes. And that is because 30 years ago, when I was in New York State running high school track, the biggest challenge that we faced was when it snowed or rained, we'd have to get in the school bus, go 10 to 15 minutes up the road to the neighborhood track to train because we had a cinder track, which is a fancy way to say it was a dirt track. And when dirt gets wet, it turns to mud and it's hard to train on it. So we would go to the all-weather track in the town next door, but rarely through high school 30 years ago, in the winter, was I not able to go train on an all-weather track. Well, here in Maine, where do our high school athletes train? They're generally in the halls, on the streets. Sometimes they get into a university like this to train on the field houses, but they do a lot of their training in the halls and on the roads. And that's because rarely do they see their tracks. From January to March, the track's covered. And yet, in this really small state of 1.3 million people, every year we have Maine high school track and field athletes that are finishing among the top in New England at the New England Championships. And every few years, every 2 to 3 to 4 years, we have Maine high school track and field athletes that are finishing among the nation's best at the national championship. We have, you hear about these athletes. So, Maine track and field athletes they not only have to train hard and compete well, like all of their competitors in the states to the south, but they have to approach it with this can-do, this attitude, this make-do, the Maine make-do attitude to be able to be as good as the athletes in states to the south. And I guarantee you the athletes in those states, in Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, they are training most of the time on all-weather tracks, they don't have to deal with the weather that Maine track athletes deal with. So with that, I feel that this next award exemplifies what Varsity Maine and our awards are all about. Our finalists are the people whose behind-the-scenes contributions to a team have far greater value than their stats or what's on the scoreboard. Here are the finalists for the Unsung Hero Award.
Bruce Hunter, Marennica Community High School, wax coach, Nordic ski team.
Michelle Rowe, Gorham High School, class of 2018, girls basketball.
Lydia Henderson, South Portland High School, class of 2017, field hockey, basketball, and tennis.
Hi, my name is Kayla Blaney from Freiburg Academy, class of 2017, and I play soccer.
Haley Tabarge, Scarabinera High School, class of 2017, field hockey.
Our finalists are the foundation, walls, and roof of their teams. They are dedicated, intuitive, patient, and hardworking. They have exceptional field sense and can step in to play any position. Fearless against bigger, better players, endlessly positive, we all have one on our team. Our winner was chosen because of their intensity, effort, and attitude. And now, all South Portland basketball players are encouraged by their coach to play Lydia defense. This year, the Unsung Hero Award goes to Lydia Henderson of South Portland High School. Unfortunately, Lydia can't be here tonight. She's competing in a tennis match, but we have a video from her.
Hey everyone, sorry I couldn't be with you all tonight. My tennis match got moved indoors due to all the rain. I want to congratulate you all on your nominations, and I'm very humbled by this award. Thanks.